Hi flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and the dahlias for 2021 are in the ground. I couldn't be more excited about it. In fact, I filmed the video you're about to see 10 days ago, but the dahlias have started to sprout. So after the clips of me planting them, I'll give you guys a little bit of an update in the dahlia field. Hi flower friends, it's Nicole from Flower Hill Farm, and we are in upstate New York, and I'm growing cut flowers here on my 20-acre farm. Today I'm gonna start planting my dahlias. So a lot of people I've seen on the interwebs using those nice 12-inch long wooden stakes to label their dahlias, which I think is a fantastic idea. So I went to order some and I found them to be super expensive. They're just 12-inch wooden stakes, and you write the name of the dahlia on them, and then you put it in the ground next to the dahlia, and that's how you keep track of what you plant where. So I was thinking to myself, I think it was $25 for 50 of them, and I'm like, that's kind of expensive, I think, for little wooden stakes. So I'm looking at this and I'm going, this looks like a paint stirrer, like those free sticks that you get at the store when you buy a gallon of paint. So I went on the interwebs, and that's what I bought. I bought a box of 200 paint stirring sticks. Oh look, you can see all my mess in the background. This is life. So yeah, there's 200 of them in here, and they're just paint stirring sticks, guys, and I got 200 of them for less than $20. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to buy any for the next couple of years, because I think I have fewer than 50 varieties of dahlias, so I'm gonna be using these for the next couple of years. So anyway, wooden sticks. The only difference is, instead of the, like the arrow at the end, it's just a square, and it's gonna go in the dirt just the same. So anyway, and I'm gonna be using my garden marker on this. This is meant for plastic, but you can also use it on wood. But it's amazing. It doesn't fade, and the water does not bother it. I did test it on some popsicle sticks, and it didn't fade. Okay, so I am gonna go grab my the dahlias that I have a lot of. Like, for instance, the Cornell Bronze. I have, I think, over 30 tubers of those. So I'm gonna go grab that box and bring it down to the dahlia plot. Oh, there are scissors right here. Amazing. I just got off the bus. She has no idea that I'm hiding here behind the honeysuckle bush. Hey! How's your day? Come tell me.
My day was great.
Oh, great. Well, I'm a sweaty mess. There's dirt in every crevice and fine line and wrinkle. I just sent Gina a picture of my face. She's inside doing dahlia stuff today, and I'm outside doing dahlia stuff today. And I think I'm almost done. I do have a couple dozen that I had potted up and started sprouting downstairs that have some green growth that I have not hardened off yet. So I need to have those trays out on the porch for a few days, and I'll get those in the ground this weekend. I just don't want to bring them from the grow room. They're growing. They need to harden off. So they'll be on the porch for a couple days, and then this weekend I'll get them in the ground to their permanent home. So that's exciting. So I planted the dahlias about 12 to 18 inches apart. I don't really use a ruler. I just kind of guess plop, 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 plop. And that's how it goes. Now I did 2, and then a little bit of a walkway, and then 2 rows, and then a walkway, and then 2 rows, and then a walkway. I think I have 4 rows. And then the rest of the dahlias, the ones I started from seed, the Jessica dahlias, and some tubers that I pre-started, I put in the Bio 360 fabric because I had space, so that's where they went. So let's go down to the field and check it out. So this is a dahlia from seed. It's from the Unwinds mix from, I believe that was from Baker Creek. I just pulled it out of the 50 plug tray, and you can see the tuber is starting to form right there you can see a little tiny baby tuber. So a full set of tubers will grow from dahlias from seed. Okay, so this is the dahlia field for 2021. I just finished planting all of the other ones. The sun came out. Whew. It's only like 70 degrees right now, but it feels like it's 90 degrees, which is the forecast for the next several days. So everything is going nuts in here. Everything's sprouting. Like I said, it's only been about 10 days and I'm seeing dahlia sprouts all over the place. The first one I noticed was right here. It was one of the sugar plum mixes. So those are about, I would say they're about 4 inches out of the ground. And then also this one, the Arabian Night. And I just see them coming up all over the place. What's also coming up are the weeds, because the weeds also love the rain. I'm hoping to bring some wood chips down here and fill in the walkways at least so I can so it doesn't become like a grassy mess, because that's what happens. The Jessica dahlias, however, look fantastic. So the Jessica dahlias, if you're new here, my sister purchased some dahlia seeds for me for Christmas, and the advertising for them said they were bright blue dahlias. There's no such thing as a bright blue dahlia, and so she got duped a little bit by a Photoshop picture, but nonetheless, they were dahlia seeds. So I said, well, let me start them and see what happens. She's still convinced they're gonna look like the picture. They don't even look the same. Some of them have purple stems and some of them have green stems, so they're definitely not gonna look like the picture. They're completely different dahlias. And if you don't know, dahlias from seed will not match the mother plant. The only way to get a plant that's an exact replica of the one that you grew the year before is to take a tuber. The seeds will not match the mother plant. Kind of like growing dahlias from seeds, it's kind of like growing a surprise. You literally never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. So what about the rest of this area down here? Yeah, that's currently being planted. It's about halfway done, and I decided to take a pause because the forecast over the next few days, like I said, was in the mid to upper 80s. Last year, I put my seedlings in the ground during a week just like this week. The sun is like scorching right now. And I know with this Bio 360, if I put my seedlings in the ground and then let them, they've been hardening off. They've been in the sun for weeks. They're ready to go. But with the Bio 360 and the extreme heat that's in the forecast, I can't risk it. Last year I lost all my celosia, all my basil, all my amaranth. It burned down to the ground. Little tiny nubs of the plants were left. Some of those plants grew new shoots and came to full fruition, but most of them, they didn't. So I'm not willing to risk it, but I do have half this field planted. I'm making one big video with planting this entire 14 rows, and like I said, we're halfway done. We're halfway done. The zinnias are in, the amaranth is in, the celosia's in. See, but those things have been in now for over a week, so they're used to this. So I will be taking extra care though and watering them during these crazy, insane hot days. Let's see, the gomphrena is in, the scabious is in, the status is in, yeah, and the dahlias are in. So yeah, we'll see how they do. We'll see how they fare. I am going to be watching them like a crazy person, because I know what happened last year and I can't have that happen again. So if I gotta come down here, Brad's gonna move the water tank down here and I'm gonna have the sprinkler, and we're gonna keep them alive, so. Oh God. Anyway, that's it for the dahlias of 2021. I do have a couple of videos that I did about what I'm gonna grow this year. And guys, if you're new here, last year I had some crown and leafy gall on the dahlia tubers, so I had to dispose of a lot of my tubers. So we're kind of starting fresh this year. So hopefully we won't have any of those disease issues, and we'll have an amazing dahlia season, because I need one. I just need one. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. We'll see you soon. I'm slouching. Sorry, I'm slouching. No more slouching. I feel like I could probably melt into this couch. You cooking dinner? Oh, you like my new shirt? My mom got me a new shirt. It says, "I just wet my plants." I just started, and then as soon as I opened it up, it reminded me of that SpongeBob episode where he goes, "Oops, I ripped my pants." So it's like, "Oops, I wet my plants." I wonder what the neighbors think of me. I'm in the middle of a field talking to myself.